It was about 10 years ago, my wife and I started to have some trouble in our marriage. I was running a divorce recovery group, and it was a weird experience because things were so bad in our relationship. Every week when I would go to lead this divorce recovery group, I wasn't sure if I was going to be a participant or I was going to facilitate. Desperate times led to kind of desperate actions, and at that point I thought, well, I guess I got to go to counseling. You know, I know counseling's a desperate move, but I thought it better happen or the marriage isn't going to happen. So we decided to go to counseling. And the weird thing, this is really a true story, the weird thing was counseling helped. I was shocked. I was shocked and amazed because I've been there, done that, I teach that stuff, I do that stuff all the time. How is marriage counseling going to help me? The counselor we had was in Santa Monica. We lived in Whittier at the time, so it was an hour drive. She had an hour-and-a-half session of us hitting pillows and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Then we went to dinner afterwards, and then we had an hour drive back. It was like 5 or 6 hours of just intensive, just us couple time. And I started to realize it's not the counseling per se. What it did do was it got us to focus on each other. And I think that's what counseling should be really about. And I think that's what really started making the difference for us, is it started focusing our attention on the marriage. We started talking more. We spent time together, driving, doing dinner, all those things. All these activities kind of focused our attention. And the more we focused our attention on each other and on the relationship, the closer we came. Out of that came this book. This book is about what I call love-based solutions. The way I do counseling, the way I talk about counseling in this book, or help couples in this book, is focus on love. Because once you understand what love is, and build everything you do on that understanding and practice of love, the relationship starts working. There's a law of love. Do you know what the law of love is? It has 2 sides. Love your neighbor as yourself. Well, I find that women are great at loving their neighbor. They love their children, they love their spouse, they love their neighbor, they love their friends. They're great at loving everybody. Where they tend to fall down is in loving themselves. And men are the reverse. Men are great at loving themselves. They have it down pat. It's a science for them. No problem at all. Loving themselves, they got that one covered. Loving their neighbor? Nah, that one needs some work. So what I find most of the time when I'm doing couples counseling is I find that the relationship's out of balance. That not one person is sinning, both people are sinning. Both people are failing to fulfill the law of love. And the law of love is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Write this down. 3 conversations couples have. 3 conversations, and only 3. First conversation they have is a real, true communication. They're exchanging ideas. They're sharing with one another whatever, their thoughts, their feelings, their frustrations, their needs, whatever. They're sharing with the other person what's going on for them. The second form of a conversation is what I call correcting. And when we're correcting, our goal changes. Our goal isn't to share information exclusively. Our goal is to change the other person. The third conversation that people have is what's called combative. Again, the goals change. In a combative situation, I'm hurt. And my goal is to hurt you. And what I want to see is I want to see pain. I want to see remorse. I want to see you hurting as much as I'm hurting. People think they're communicating, and 99% of the time they're correcting. They're not. Couples are not communicating with one another. They're correcting each other again and again and again. True communication has the goal of I just want to share information. Period. What you do with that information is totally between you and God. But I need to share information because I need to get this off my chest.
To say that I have finally gotten to the point of doing that, and it does. It breaks down the barriers. It doesn't maybe change either of us, but at least it opens up communication. And we've been married 39 years.
Thank you.